answer for A is from 1 to many relation. Okay, because each of the object you have more than one image. Okay, while B, what is the domain of the relation? Okay, this part is the domain, which is a collection of the object. So now your answer will be set notation, vowel, consonant, vowel and consonant, and then set notation. If the question is asking for codomain, then your answer will be all the letters here with set notation. Alright, so for this question, let's have a look. The image of 3, that means 3 is our object. So the image of 3, we have 5 and 6. So for the part A is 5 and 6. Okay, while for the part B, you're looking for the object of 2. So here, object of 2 means 2 is our image. So there are 2, okay, which is 1 and 7. And a gentle reminder here, whenever you see here, when you have X, means your answer should be more than one answer. If you only have one answer, please check your answer again. Means 9 is your image, so we have two objects, which is negative 3 and 3. 3 and negative 3. Or the B, what is the type of the relation? So here you can see, when you go straight up, when you go this way, when we go straight up, each of the object you only have one image. Okay, but when you go horizontal, okay, you will find out at one image you have more than one object. That means you have more than one object which is mapped to one image. So if actually you can use the Venn diagram method, then you will find out that you are going to have many to one relation. Question we can do very quickly, like change them into two diagrams: 2, 4, 6 and 8, 3, 7, 11, 15. Okay, this question is very easy, because what you can see here is all none repeat, all the value is only appear once. Okay, so if you want, you can do sketching in the Venn diagram, incomplete one, very quickly, so you can see the relation is actually one-to-one relation. One-to-one relation. Okay, well, for the second part, you are asking for the range. Alright, the range is actually from here. Alright, but the codomain will be different. So the range, set notation 3, 7, 11, 15. Okay, so if you are asking for codomain, your answer will be all Q. Okay, all the images will be in Q, but 19 is not in the images. So range must be image. You must have object. So 19 is not counted. Okay, so this question is the object is mapped onto itself. When you're told that map onto itself means the object will be same as the image. Okay, if here is A, here will be A. If here is X, here will be X. So whenever you see this is a function g. Okay, so gx will be equal to x. Why? The x here is your object, the x here is your image. So object and the image will be the same. Okay, now, so that means 4x plus 7 over x minus 2 is equal to x. Okay, so we are going to bring this part to this side. Okay, so here we are going to have 4x plus 7 equal to x squared minus 2x. Okay, you rearrange in the general form. X squared plus 4x, you bring here to become minus 4x. So we are going to have minus 2x minus 4x, which is minus 6x, plus 7 move become minus 7. So basically on the left hand side is 0. You can straight away write at the back equal to 0. Okay, so x times x, x squared, 7, 1, 7, negative plus. Okay, if you are not sure how to do by this method, you can use the method you're used to. Press calculator. X minus 7 equal to 0 or x plus 1 equal to 0. So your x will be equal to 7 or x will be equal to negative 1. This one will be negative 1. Negative 1. Okay, so for this question, we have hx equal to x minus 6 over x squared minus 4. State the value of x such that the function is undefined. Whenever you have a fraction, if x is appear here at the denominator, x cannot be equal to 0, or the whole terms here cannot be equal to 0. Okay, because when you press calculator, 5 divided 0, you'll be getting undefined. 7 over 0 also undefined. Okay, alright, here that means the denominator cannot be equal to 0. So for this question, the denominator is this part. That means x squared minus 4 cannot be equal to 0. Okay, so here you have two ways of doing. This is actually x squared minus 2 squared equal to 0. So you can change to x plus 2 or x minus 2 equal to 0. So your x will be negative 2 or x will be equal to 2. Okay, so this is a concept where a square minus b square is equal to 1 plus 1 minus. We are using this concept. Okay, while another one, if you can't remember, you also can use this method. X square equal to 4. So when square you bring to the other side becomes square root plus and minus 4. So your x will also getting the same answer, negative 2 or 2. Okay, so for this question, the arrow diagram represents the function fx equal to m over nx minus 1. Find the value of m and of n. Okay, so here we have to understand first. This is the object. Okay, this is the object, while this is actually the image. Okay, so whenever you want to find f, your object is 1, you are going to get the image of 8. Okay, object is 1 and then your image will be 8. Image will be 8. Okay, so this part is actually your object, this part is actually your image. Okay, this one you must be clear. Alright, another one is actually you are going to get f0. F0 we're getting negative 8. These are the two function, the two information that we can get from the diagram. Okay, f1 means you substitute 1 into the function, so it will be m over n times 1 minus 1 equal to 8. Okay, so m over n minus 1 equal to 8. Okay, we bring to the other side, m will be equal to 8n minus 8. Okay, so we have to stop here because we are unable to do. Alright, now f0 is m. When 0 times n, you will get 0, so negative 1 equal to negative 8. So your m, you will getting 8. After you get your n 8, we are going to do the substitution, equal to 8n minus 8. Alright, now negative 8, you bring there become plus 8. So here, okay, we are going to continue here. So 16 is equal to 8n. Okay, 16 divided by 8 is equal to your n. So your n will be equal to 2. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift. Okay, alright, so here you're asking for what is the function that map x directly onto the z. Okay, this is undergo function f first, followed by g. So when you have the x object, the nearest to the object is your function f, then only by function g. So from here to here is actually g f x. Okay, because this is your object, the nearest to the object is the function f. This is always the first function that you undergo first. Okay, now when you need to find the g f x, okay, so here g you remain, fx is actually 3x minus 6. Now we only cut the 3x minus 6, paste and into the g function g. So 6, although here is in y, but we just plus 1. So you have 18x minus 35 plus 1. 36 plus 1. So you're going to get 18x minus 35. And hope that you take it into your side. Fx and another function g is such that g f x is x squared minus 3. Find the function of g. Okay, so this means you are given a one single function and another one is the composite function. You are required to find another function. Okay, all right, so here what are we going to do is the first step is we are going to find the inverse of f. Okay, so let y equal to x plus 2. So y minus 2 equal to x. So our objectives is from y you get to x. The object and image is already changed. That's why this would be your f inverse x. Okay, equal to directly from y you change to x minus 2. Okay, alright, now here what concept are we using here is actually when you have gf, okay, if you arrange the f inverse just beside the f, actually it will go back, it will cancel off, you will get gx. Okay, that means when you have f inverse and f, you will actually like eliminate it. Okay, so you will left the gx, it will go back to the original object gf. Okay, that means our gx, okay, will be equal to gf f inverse x. So the first gf you remain, while your your f inverse is actually x minus 2. Now we are going to cut this, okay, and paste at the function gf the x here. Okay, we are going to cut and paste. That means x minus 2 the whole thing square minus 3. Okay, all right, now so from here it will be equal to, expand the whole thing, x squared minus 4x plus 4 minus 3. So we are going to have x squared minus 4x plus 1. Okay, for this question, the function f is defined by fx plus 2. Okay, another function is fgx. So here also the same thing. When you are given a single function and a composite function, you are required to find another function. So basically, we are using the same concept like just now. That means fg. If you want to get gx, that means we have to get rid of the f. So in order for us to get rid of the f, we are going to arrange the f inverse side by side with f. Then you will actually cancel off the f. You will left g. Okay, that means we need to find the f inverse. So let y equal to x plus 2. So y minus 2 will be equal to x. So your f inverse will be equal to, directly from y we are going to change to x, so become x minus 2. Okay, now so here we are going to find gx, we should be equal to f inverse fgx. Okay, the f inverse and f must be together. So okay, so your f inverse you remain. Okay, the fgx is given x minus 1 here. Okay, all right, now we are going to cut this, okay, and insert into the function f inverse x here. Okay, so here you are going to have 1 over x minus 1 minus 2. Okay, try to change your answer to a single fraction. Means here denominator you have x minus 1, so on top you times 1 minus 1, bottom you also times 1 minus 1. So here you are going to get 1 over x minus 1. Okay, minus, here will be 2x minus 2 over x minus 1. Okay, okay, now okay, so from here it will be equal to 1 over x minus 1. Okay, be careful with the negative, because when you have a negative you need to multiply in for both of them. Okay, so you need to multiply in for both of them. Okay, so here will be minus 2x plus 2. So final answer will be 3 minus 2x over x minus 1. Okay, so that means your answer will be g dot dot x arrow 3 minus 2x over x minus 1, where your x cannot be equal to 1 because denominator x minus 1 cannot be equal to 0, so x cannot be equal to 1. Okay, this is a direct question where you need to find the inverse, so y equal to x minus 2. Okay, now we are going to bring this x minus 2 here to the other side, because here you will see there are 2x here, and our target, you want to get x equal to something. So y x minus 2 equal to x. xy minus 2y equal to x. xy minus x equal to 2y. So all the x, we bring it at one side. Okay, why? The purpose is we want to do the factorization. Here is y minus 1 equal to 2y. Okay, so here x will be equal to 2y over y minus 1. Okay, now you just rewrite f inverse x. Directly from y you change to x minus 1, where x cannot be equal to 1. Okay, because when x equal to 1, this part is going to be 0. So here cannot, the blue color cannot be 0. The denominator cannot be 0. For this question, you already have fx, you already have f inverse. So what are we going to do? Okay, very simple. From fx, you do the f inverse, and then you compare to the one you are given. Or from the f inverse, you change to the fx, and then you compare. So you must have two things which are in the same form, then only you can compare. Okay, this question let me do from here. We start from here. Okay, that means let y equal to 5x plus 3 over q. Q bring to the other side, become yq equal to 5x plus 3. So yq minus 3 over 5 will be equal to x. Okay, so this is actually initially if f inverse. Now you already inverse it, so it will become fx. So your fx will be y directly changed to x minus 3 over 5. Now you will see that both of these is actually fx, means they are the same. Okay, so you compare. Here the coefficient of x, you will see in front of x you have 2, in front of x you have q. That means q is equal to 2. Alright, another thing that you compare here is, because the bottom are the same, both of them are 5. So here negative 3, here will be plus p. That means your p is equal to negative 3. Okay, alright, now we are going to find k. Alright, so for part A, f4 is equal to 3. So actually when you are doing the inverse, the object and the image will swap. Okay, so here you are going to get 3, here you are going to get 4. That means your f inverse, when your object is x, here 3, here you also change to 3, here we also change to 3. That means it will be k minus 2 times 3 equal to 4. So k minus 6, you bring them plus 6, so k will be equal to 10. Okay, alright, now you are required to find f2. So f inverse for part B, x is equal to 10 minus 2x. So here we are going to find inverse function to get the fx first. Y equal to negative 2x. Since the negative 2x is already negative, we bring it to here. So it will become 2x equal to 10, while the y, we bring it to the other side. So it will become minus y. So your x will be 10 minus y over 2. That means your f inverse, you already inverse it, become fx. You will 10 minus x over 2. Okay, now what you require to find is the f2x. f2x means you undergo function f for 2 times. So your fx is 10 minus x over 2. Okay, what does it mean? Now we are going to use cut and paste. Cut this and paste at the function f. Okay, so the function f here, the x here, we are going to replace with the green color one. So that means equal to 10 minus x over 2. Alright, and below you still have another divided by 2. So basically the x here we are going to replace with the whole term just now. So now here, okay, so now from here we are going to here divide by times 2, here also times 2 to make the denominator to be the same. So it will be 20 minus 10 and become plus x over 2, and below you still have another over 2. Okay, divided by 2 you can change to times 1 over 2. So here will become 10 plus x. 2 times 2 will become 4. Actually students will be panicked when you're seeing a lot of the m and but actually back to the concept. All right, now let's see. So you have p, you have q, and you have pq. So the only way what you do is you combine, you do your own composite function p and q to become pq. All right, that means we are going to do our pq by ourselves, pqx. P you copy, the q will be 5x minus 7. Okay, that means you're going to cut this and paste at the function p, the x here. You're going to paste there. So m you remain. The x you paste with 5x minus 7 and then you plus 3. So you will get 5mx minus 7m plus 3. Okay, so this is the pqx. So now you will see that another pqx given in the question is 5mx plus n. Okay, so when you do the comparison, you will notice that this whole term and this whole term, they are without x, right? So they should be the same. So that means n will be equal to negative 7m plus 3. But what they want here is m in terms of n. That means m in front. Negative 7m, I bring it to this side, 3 minus n. So your m will be 3 minus n over 7. Okay? Express m means m have to be at in front. So here I have a fx. Then you will find the value of t. Okay, here your t is over here at the x-axis. So at x-axis, okay, y will be equal to 0. Okay, and x-axis y will be equal to 0. That means modulus 2x minus 1 will be equal to 0. Okay, usually when you break the modulus, you're going to get one positive, one negative answer. But because it's 0, so it will remain equal to 0. So your x will be equal to 1 over 2. Okay, but the x here is actually your t value. So you just substitute t equal to 1 over 2. Okay, alright, now B, find the range. When you're talking about the range of the fx, means what is the highest value here? What is the highest value and what is the lowest value? The world values here don't need to find because it's 0. The highest value, that means you need to find B. You need to find the f5 first. Okay, when your object is 5. So if we 2 times 5 minus 1, substitute into the function. So we are going to get 9 modulus. 9 modulus, you will get back 9. Okay, that means your fx is, the smaller number will be 0, the highest numbers will be 9. Okay, so for this type of question, we can make a table first. Okay, this is absolute function, you need to square. X, here is the fx. So here what you need is 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. Okay, how can we know the value? First, second, when your x is 1, your x is 3, and another one is when your x is 0 and this one is 0. Okay, so we are going to do the substitution. We are going to do the substitution of the x into the x here in the equation. 4 times 1, 4. 4 minus 3, 1. Modulus 1, you get back 1. Okay, here I use red color. 1. Okay, 3 times 4, 12. 12 minus 3, you are going to get 9. Modulus, you get back 9. 0. 4 times 0, 0. So you get negative 3. Modulus, you will get positive 3. Okay, well, the last one is 0. Okay, here the 0 means 4x minus 3 modulus equal to 0. So when you break the modulus, it will be still equal to 0. So your x will be 3 over 4. Alright, so here will be another value which is 3 over 4. Okay, alright, that means we are going to fix the value here, but the red one is you fill in by yourself. Okay, now, okay, I'm sorry, this should be the negative one. Negative 1, here is negative 1. Negative 1, negative 1 times 4, negative 4, negative 7. So here's supposed to be 7. Okay, 7, 9. Yeah. Alright, now, okay, let's continue. Okay, so here, you are going to see that negative 1 is 7. So when you have negative 1, which is 7, so you cross negative 1, 7. You just mark a point first. Negative 1, 7. Now, when it is at 3, it will be 9. So 3 and 9 is supposed to be higher. Okay, your point should be higher than 7. This is 3, 9. Okay, when it is 0, when your s is 0, when your s is 0 is 3. So another one is your s is 3 over 4. 3 over 4, which is here, 3 over 4. Okay, so usually what I would do is, usually I will use first, last, and also this one, your x-intercept. Okay, after we get the 3 points, what are we going to do? So here we are going to join the two lines, and here also do the same thing. Okay, here you must use ruler. Okay, here, okay, so done. Okay, although my one is a bit imperfect. Alright, so now, so these will be the graph. Okay, so now usually the question will ask, state the range. Then what will be the range? So here, if you are asking for the range of the fx, the lowest value, which is 0, the highest value, which is 9. Okay, this is if the question you are asking for the corresponding range.